Hey guys, if you're looking for cheap games, Xbox Live or PSN codes, remember to check out G2A in description and use the code ECHO at checkout. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Echo and welcome back today to the Minecraft Pocket Edition 0.13.0 beta. If you missed my video earlier on, it is available. Check out the links in description for the full changelog and also how to join the beta. Today in this video, I'm going to be bringing you a full showcase of absolutely everything they introduced in this update because we have so many great features. This update is mainly known as the Redstone update. However, sadly I do have to let you know it's only part 1 of the Redstone update, and Tommaso did post this on Twitter saying also there are no pistons, repeaters and some other things, one thing at a time with a smiley face. We don't have hoppers, droppers, dispensers, but they will be coming in the future. So let's get into this. I'm hoping you guys fully do enjoy it. Beta build 1 I think has some sound issues, but they will be fixed as we go through the betas. So let's go to play. I already have a world ready in creative, so let's go into this world. And let's start off with something very basic. Now as you guys can see here, there are 2 types of chests. The reason why there's 2 types of chests is because one is a trap chest and of course one is a normal chest. Now how does this work? Well, basically a trap chest actually emits a redstone signal. So for example, what I could do is I could put this here. I could grab myself a redstone piece, and if I was in survival and I could open this, it would activate that. Now you can link it to TNT to trap your friends, to trick them into thinking you've got diamonds in there, or you could simply put 1 diamond inside the chest. They would open it, and then pretty much they would go kaboom. But I will try and show you that in survival. Sadly, we still can't open chests in creative, which really does suck. Now, before I move on to the next thing as well, the stone cutter has been removed from survival. It's only available in creative. It's still in the menu, so if I quickly find it for you, as you guys can see here, we still have the stone cutter. However, it's not working in survival. They removed it. The way you craft things with stone is from the crafting table, pretty much the way you do on Minecraft PC. So moving onwards and upwards, we have more doors. We have the oak door, the spruce door, the birch, the jungle, the acacia, the dark oak, and of course we did already have the iron, but it's linked to redstone. It can be activated with redstone, as you guys can see there. Finally, redstone torches. So they basically represent each type of wood. So obviously oak, spruce, birch, the jungle, the acacia, and the dark oak. My favorite, I absolutely love the jungle, but my favorite is definitely the dark oak. So they're available. You craft these with the corresponding woods. So for example, if you're in a dark oak biome, you're obviously going to craft some dark oak doors. So moving onwards, again, here we now have the iron trapdoor. Previously, we only had the wooden one. The iron trapdoor has been added. Again, this is linked with redstone. So yeah, a redstone update was much needed. It's about time they introduced something linked to redstone. That's just my overall take. Now you guys can see here, we did already have a bunch of rails. However, they weren't really active because redstone wasn't available. Here, this is the normal rail. This is the redstone rail, and please me out the way, sheep, we're doing a tutorial. If I break this, and I break this one, the signal of this will absolutely go away. Now you can link this with levers, so if I quickly grab a lever, yes, they were added, I can show you. So if I flick it, as you guys can see, it's active, it's deactivated, it's active, etc. This one, I believe, is an activated rail, but they're mainly used with hoppers, they can be used with droppers. They're still functional, you can still activate them with redstone. A minecart and stuff like that, and also you can trick people with TNT. So this one, let me quickly show you guys just so you don't get confused. So here we've got the normal rail, the redstone rail, which is the power rail, we've got the detector rail, and we've got the activator. So detector and activator. So yeah, you guys will learn more about them. I'll do tutorials if you guys really want a tutorial on each thing. I'll try and pretty much keep you all updated because, well, I'm not the best with redstone. However, I do know what things do. When it comes to redstone, I'm absolutely terrible. So moving on to the next thing here, we can hit 2 birds with 1 stone. This is the redstone lamp, and this is a lever. As you guys can see there, we're emitting a redstone signal to the redstone lamp, which is now activated. This can be linked with many things. It can be linked with daylight sensor. As you guys can see, it's daylight. When the daylight is gone, then the light will go off. So this is a good way to detect if you're underground, if it's day or not. So that is a great feature. I'm absolutely loving that. Very basic feature, but this is the Redstone Torch itself. Now this does so much things, but it's still only basic. As you guys can see here, I've linked the redstone, but you'll notice that the signal is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. I think it can go up to 16, and then after that you have to use a repeater, which sadly wasn't introduced in the recent update. Moving on to the pressure plates, we now have 4 of these. We have 4 different pressure plates. We've got the stone one, we've got, let me get the wooden one first. Wooden one, a stone one, we've got a weight pressure plate, which is the light one, which is gold, and we have a heavy one, which is the iron. So for this one, you guys can normally go over it and it will light whatever you want to light, whether you want to activate redstone, whether you want to activate TNT, whether you just want to mess around with it, that's up to you. And this is literally your player, your character can be heavy enough to do this. And the same with this one. Again, the same with this one. However, these two, if you stand on them, they don't do anything. They do go down, however, nothing happens. Now, I can't show you this in creative again, because I can't throw things on the floor. If I was using a mod where I could drop things, I would show you. Basically, the light one, which is this one, requires items. So for example, you could throw a stack of, say, cobblestone, and it would literally, it would get like more power, and this will power this redstone lamp. It's the same with this iron one, which is the heavy one, but it requires a lot of things. You have to put a lot on top of it. Again, I'll try and show you in survival. It's just hard without any mods, because 0.13.0 did break a bunch of mods. Now, these are the buttons. These are also linked to redstone, because if I break this one real quick and I grab myself some buttons, I'm just going to show you with a wooden button for now. Put this on the floor. As you guys can see, if I push it, it will actually emit a redstone light signal for around about 3 seconds, probably less. And we have 2 types of them. We've got the wooden one, of course, and we've also got the stone one as well. And obviously, as you guys can see here, both can be activated with redstone. Both are used for redstone. A lot of the time, people use these for doors, mainly iron doors. Now, I did show you this before, but this is the daylight sensor. There is an inverted daylight sensor, but it wasn't introduced in this update. And basically, this is used for emitting day when it's daytime, when it's nighttime. Again, like I explained to you over this one, is what you could do is you could have this lamp here underground in your house. And basically, if it's underground in your house, you could have the daylight sensor above ground, and then when it's daytime, it will be lit up. When it's nighttime, it won't be. That way you can go out at daytime and not go out at nighttime. So it's a great feature. You can find many tutorials on YouTube about that. And then here we've got tripwire hooks. Now, tripwire hooks are a great feature. Sadly, they didn't introduce jungle temples. I was hoping that, because they have traps linked to this. Basically, when you go over the wire, it will activate a redstone signal. Now, let me show you guys how this works. So I'm just going to quickly break these, just so you guys have a little idea how these work. I don't want to just show you and not tell you how it works. Let me quickly grab some string. So it's linked to a string, so it's easy to obtain. As you guys can see here, this is now active. This is now down. I can do this. And what you can do, now I'm going to cause an explosion here. So I'm going to grab myself some redstone. So let's just grab this redstone. And I'm going to put this here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some TNT. Again, this will activate a signal. So what I need to do here is simply walk over it. It can be used for tricking friends. If I go over it, let me show you guys. As you guys can see there, we now emitted TNT to explode. And that's pretty much going to happen. So I love this feature, and I'm absolutely loving the update. So we've got so many more things to focus on. Something I'm going to focus on here is the new boats. Boats were introduced a little while ago. However, they were extremely slow. Now, Mcpe 0.13.0, they're going to be fast. And it looks like Tommaso has taken that feature already from PC and given it to the Pocket Edition version. So I bought in this. You guys will see that it's now a lot faster. It's much faster for exploring. And it's just a lot better. So I'm kind of glad that they did fix this. Can this break? It won't break. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and show you guys one more time with me using the different view. So let's just do options. Let's go to this one. And then let's get going. So as you guys can see, it's a lot faster. If you do them in corresponding order, they're a lot faster together. So it takes a little time to mess around with these. But yeah, I think it's awesome. I'm glad that they did introduce this. There's a few more things I got to show you. There's a lot of things that they did introduce in this update. And in description, guys, on my website, if you go to ECKOSOLDIER.com, I have the full change list of all features, even the minor features. They did some basic bug fixes. However, I don't think they fixed the part where you put a torch in the water source to break it. That's something that they definitely need to fix. So something else that they did introduce that's redstone related as well is a note block. So let me try and find where this note block is. The note block is here somewhere. It took me a while to find this last time. I don't know, it is. There's a note block. And again, this can be used for making music. So if I tap it, as you guys can see, we have music there. And a lot of people link these to Redstone so they can make like songs and stuff. And of course, it has to rain in Minecraft when I'm doing a showcase. It wouldn't have it any other way. So these can make like, literally they can make real music. There's loads of note block tutorials on YouTube. Maybe I can bring you a song. A lot of people do mess around with it. I'm just making sure I don't miss anything at all. Oh yeah, foods. Alright, they did introduce new foods. I'm kind of sad that they didn't introduce mutton and raw mutton. That is from sheep. So we've got rabbit, cooked rabbit, and we have rabbit stew. All are great food sources, which leads me to bring on to, of course, rabbits. We now have rabbits. Now I need to find out where the rabbit spawn egg is because I can't entirely remember what it looks like because console versions doesn't have it. So the rabbits are exclusive to Pocket Edition and they are tiny. Now, why are they exclusive, and what's so exclusive about them? First off, they will run away from you if you go to them. They're extremely fast, and they will actually eat your crops from a village. So if I was to spawn these in a village, which I will show you again, they will eat the crops. So they're very pesky. They really are pesky and extremely fast. And also, they're a one-hit kill, apparently, with a sword. But you got to catch them. I mean, we're sprinting, but look how fast they are. I mean, they're not slow. So I love rabbits. That's a great addition. Like I did say, the stone cutter was removed from survival. The hotbar size has been increased. I will show you that. Increased item tooltip visibility for Windows 10 edition. So if you're playing on Windows 10. Slime and ghasts now spawn. They actually didn't spawn at all. We have no idea why, but that's been fixed. Hunger restored by food items now match PC. Flowers created by using bone meal on grass now depend on each biome. Skeletons now run away from wolves. So let me show you that one actually, because I wasn't fully aware of that. We've got a skeleton. I need a wolf. So let's try this. Yep, as you guys can see there. Let's just spawn a bunch of these. As you guys can see, they're all running away from the wolves. That's pretty awesome because obviously the wolves will eat them because they have bones. Oh well, the wolf is chasing the rabbit. That's pretty awesome. Look how fast the rabbit is though. Oh wow. That was pretty crazy. That was a very, very fast rabbit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to switch to, briefly, to survival so I can show you guys. Actually, I can't even show you. Actually, I can show you. I'm first off going to sleep. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to be back in just a second and show you guys some of the other features that I have not showed you properly. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is extremely hidden. It took me a little time to find this, but this is what we call a desert temple. Now these are very, very useful. You guys can see it was very hard to find. The spawn rate of these on Minecraft Pocket Edition I'm very unsure of. However, they do conclude a lot of awesome loot. Now I'm going to quickly show you guys what it looks like inside. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the videos as well. This is where we were supposed to get out, but it's like been boarded up by all the other blocks. So let's just grab myself some torches and show you guys what it looks like a little bit inside of here because, well, it's extremely dark. So as you guys can see, this is what it looks like. The best place is here where this clay is. Now basically, you have to be careful because this is trapped with weighted pressure plates, or should I say with pressure plates in general. However, if you break underneath the floor here, you guys will notice, if I quickly crouch, there is chests down there. There are 4 chests, but be extremely careful with this pressure plate. If you stand on that, if you guys look what's underneath, we have TNT. This will explode, you'll lose all your loot, and no doubt you're going to die. So be very careful down here. I've done many things by standing on them, just destroying all the good loot. So what do we get? I can't open this. So I think now it's probably best for me to switch to survival and show you guys what we do have. So this is just an example of some of the loot you can get. It does vary, it does change. For example, in this one, we've got 4 gold, 5 bones. And as you guys can see in the hotbar, that's also another feature. The font size has improved, so you guys can see what you do have on you, which is a lot easier. I've also noticed that you will end up with a lot of rotten flesh. That is something you always seem to get in these temples. But the loot can be rotten flesh, it can be gold, iron, it can be diamonds, it can be enchanted books. For example, we've got iron there. But for me, iron, for me it seems to be bones and rotten flesh, which I'm not going to complain. They're good for your animals. But that was another feature. Moving on to the next one. And I'm going to bring you guys, hopefully, a ravine. Actually, I found a better desert temple. This is what it looks like in its true form. This is like a absolute awesome preview of what they do look like. And I would love someone to customize this into a home. But yeah, the desert temple is definitely an awesome structure. that they did introduce in 0.13, and I'm guessing next update it's going to be jungle temples. Alright guys, the last thing I was going to show you would have been ravines. Ravines have also been added. I've been spending a little time to try and find a ravine. I simply can't find them. The only conclusion I have right now is that they're not above ground and they're only underground. This is a possibility, but if you guys do have any ravine seeds, leave a comment down below with the seed and I'll try and check it out. Basically, a ravine is a cavern, a massive hole in the world where you find iron, coal, diamond, gold, everything possible. It's kind of in the shape of a banana. That's the only way I can explain it. But I'm struggling to find them above ground, so I'm guessing that they are underground. So apart from that, guys, that is pretty much all the features for 0.13.0. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to thumbs it up. Let me know what your favorite feature is down below. And as always, have a great day. Bye!